Nick Ilkins, outside London Stadium. Welcome back to the post-match reaction, which replaces the post-match part where we're homeless. Leeds 3, West Ham 2 here at London Stadium. Scott, take me through the starting lineup, mate.
Fabianski, Kufal right back, Criswell left back, Diop, Dawson, midfield 2 of Lanzini, Rice, and the front 4 of Bowen, Fornells, Vlasic and Antonio. I've
been saying it all the time, but that weren't great, is it?
Well, no, of course it weren't. Any home defeat. And we were saying this on Friday Night Pint, you know, you want to try to be serious in getting that top 4. These are the sort of games you got to win. I mean, we played Leeds here last week in the FA Cup and it was a totally different Leeds team that was out today, and we knew that. It's just disappointing because you sort of, obviously with the Spurs game getting called off today and Arsenal and Man United drawing last night, it was this opportunity today just to give us that little bit of breathing space to say, you know what, we're still winning, you come and catch us. I know they've got games in hand and things like that, but they've got to win them, and it's just disappointing today.
Of course it is. That, like you said, them points on the board puts pressure on them to go on and win the game. You know, to have to win their games, and the pressure mounts. The more games they are behind, the more pressure we put on them by winning our games and getting there. But there was only one team that wanted that today. There was only one team that was up for that today, and there was only one team that got their tactics right, and that was Leeds.
Yeah, I don't think it was too tactical. I don't. I think it was just a lack of concentration and a lack of. I'm not even going to say desire, because we, you know, there was times when we played well in that game. It was just that, did they want it more? Maybe, but they're a good side, Leeds, when they play football. They're a good side. They're a good footballing side, and that's where we struggle. I
think is the key battle today. We lost in midfield. You know, they especially in the first half, they flooded the midfield. They wanted it more. You know. Look, Lanzini's been brilliant since he's come back from injury, but that's not his sort of game today. That's where we needed a Souček in there today. I know you were saying about maybe Kroll coming in today, but I don't know what it is with Kroll. I just don't think David Moyes fancies him. He must not be doing it in training for him not to get a chance.
Well, there's talks of him going back.
The thing is, though, is when you look at the Norwich game, right? I said this before. Today we got found out. Norwich, we didn't get out of second gear. Leeds in the FA Cup didn't get out of second gear. Got lucky against Palace. Yeah, we've not played well. Right, we've got the job done, but we've not played well. Today we got found out because they upped their tempo. They pressed high.
They're a better side. They're a better ball-playing side.
They were by far the better side today, but they pressed high.
No, I mean, they're a better side than the teams we've played. That's what I'm saying. The teams we've played, like the Palace.
I think Palace are better than Leeds.
No, I don't believe
I just think today they pressed high, but left no gaps in behind. We got dominated in the midfield. Right, the thing with having Lanzini and Rice in there, it works against Norwich, because no disrespect to Norwich, they're awful. Right? Today, they overrun us in the midfield. After 10 minutes, you could see that. We did not make a tactical change. Moyes is to fault for that, but the players, some of the effort that them players put in today is embarrassing for a side that's top 4.
Yeah, I said the other day on Friday Night Pint that I'd like to have seen maybe Fornells playing alongside Rice, because I think he gives you that little bit, he digs in a little bit more than Lanzini and put Lanzini a bit forward, because we know what Lanzini can do, but today that just wasn't his game. And Declan Rice, you know, I felt sorry for Declan Rice at times, because he's the only one that was wanting to get on that ball and try to make something happen by driving forward.
Yeah, and that's the problem. But he knows himself. He drives forward. There's gaps in behind, and Leeds exploited them gaps on the counter attack. You know, and that's the problem. This is where having another holding midfielder in there to play alongside Rice if Souček's not available, it gives him that freedom to drive forward. Because if Souček ain't there, you know, Souček of this season has been holding a lot deeper. Yeah, the other players, when it's not happening for them, certain players up top, and Rice is having to grab the game by the scruff of the neck, as he did today, drive the ball forward, we get exposed. And today we got massively exposed. Diop and Dawson were absolutely awful. Diop's getting pelters. Dawson deserves just as many. Yeah. You know, they were both very, very poor. And it screams out that we need reinforcements.
Do you know what the difference is between Diop and Dawson? We expect of Diop. Because of the price tag, because of what we've seen him do in the past, and all of that sort of thing. Ryan was sitting next to me. I was so frustrated with him today, because it's not just his defending, it's the positioning is fucking awful. He can't concentrate. Yep. He doesn't know what he's doing when he's on the ball, and that's the most frustrating thing, because he's a good ball playing defender. We've seen him do it. There's no excuse. He's getting caught out. Yep. And that's just lack of concentration, not forward thinking, not knowing what he's going to go and do before he gets the ball. That's what you've got to do as a professional footballer. You ain't got time to wait 1-2 seconds to think about what you're doing once the ball comes to you. You've got to be thinking about that before. There's a lot of the squad that do that. There's a lot of them. You see the way Leeds knocked it about apart. They carved us we never carved anything really. Never carved anything. We got the first goal. I thought was bad defending. I thought all the goals today were bad defending.
Well, the thing is, the first goal is a shot. Fabianski saved it, and Leeds were first to react. And Harrison, it's a good finish. Like, you can't take it away. And then we get obviously the equaliser, Jared Bowen. Great header from Bowen. Lost his man. Great finish. And you look at the second goal for Leeds. It's just poor defending. And they switch off.
Yeah, and that's the problem. When you look back at the game, you look at the second, as they say, the second ball, the second touch. Everything fell to Leeds because they were driven, because they were pressing aside. How many times did we receive a ball, players up another player's arse? There's no players running off it. How many times do you see us do that to Leeds? Never. Leeds always had that spare man, always had that extra body. They're picking up the ball with space around them all the time because we wasn't switched on enough. Antonio, his movement, shocking. He's trying to hold the ball up, terrible. He got the better of the centre half when he tried spinning him. Yeah. But he wants to wrestle with him.
Once again, though, with Antonio, and we've said this week after week, is that he just needs to be a little bit more. He's got to have that striker's instinct where stay in the box. Stop coming out drifting wide. You're not a winger now. You're a striker. You stay in the box. Yep. Let Lanzini, let Vlasic, let Bowen, let them do that.
That is the problem. And that's him as a striker because you've still got that winger mentality. He's new to the striker position but no, he's new to it. Yeah. He's going to drift out to the wing because that's where his natural position is, and that has always been the problem. And we've said this. He's a good centre forward. Don't get me wrong. He's a good centre forward, and he's great at times. He's fantastic. His raw power, his raw pace. You see him today getting on the ball, running people, and all that. That's where he's good. The movement, the positioning is not good. It's not good. And because of how good he is in other positions, you sort of subsidise that and you look past it at times. But today, when you need people running off the ball, movement up front today was fucking shocking.
Exactly.
Shocking.
That's the thing. When Antonio does pull wide, like he does, that's when you need someone from the midfield drifting in the box. We haven't had that. When we do get players like that now, it's the likes of Fornals, it's the likes of Bowen, who are under 6 foot. This is again another position where we miss Souček. When Antonio's got the ball out there, that's when you need Rice, if he's getting forward, to drift into the box late. So it gives him the option. But the problem is there's not enough options going forward. Defensively as well, we're defending a free kick on the edge of our area with every player in the box, like 3-2 down. Where's the count? I've
got to say this as well about Moise as well. The first substitution, even Vlasic. Did Vlasic have a good game? No, he didn't. He was a very poor game. What does he think Arthur Masuaku's going to do? Because Vlasic, I'm not being funny, there was times in that game, right? Vlasic is still getting used to it. He hasn't been here for long. We had to give Ben Rama a year before we got him into the side. He's been shoved in now. He's done well at times, and he's shown his quality at times. He's a lump. He's got a little bit of prowess around the ball. What the fuck has Arthur Masuaku got? Why would you take him off? There's no point. There's no point in that substitution. It's absolutely shocking substitution.
But this is the thing. The substitutions that needed to be made were more tactical. The first two substitutions were like to like. They took a winger off to bring a winger on, and a winger off to bring a winger on. It's not changing. The system needed changing it within the game.
Wingers, mate.
The thing is, we come out second half and we get the goal. Great goal by Fornals as well. Great finish, and then you look at the third goal. I mean, Diop's got the ball.
Shambles, mate.
The thing is, Diop's got the ball and he's knocked it into Vlasic. Now, people were slating Diop for this. This was Vlasic's mistake. He had the ball and he's lost it on the halfway line. A better touch from him, that don't happen. And to be fair, when I look back at it, Diop could have probably gone long. He could have gone wide to Dawson, but he's played it into Vlasic. Vlasic has miscontrolled it. He's lost the ball and then he's jogging back. Now, I don't want to sit here and slate Vlasic because I actually like him and I think he's done really well. But all around me, I'm hearing Diop. It wasn't Diop. It was Vlasic.
Yeah, Diop's the scapegoat for this one.
No, I'm sorry, but I have to give that mistake to Diop because there's better options there. Why pass to him out? He done that.
But Vlasic had no one round him.
He'd done that several times.
I know he did. I'm not saying that, mate. I'm saying about this goal. Vlasic never had no one round it. Vlasic was screaming for it. Diop's played the ball into him. He's miscontrolled it, and when he's took that touch, 2 players are on him straight away, and he's lost the ball.
Look, maybe my opinion's biased, but the ball don't go there for me.
The ball does go.
I don't
You've
think it
got
does.
Watch the replay, mate. There's not.
Maybe I'll have to watch it back, yeah.
There's not really anywhere else he can go unless he goes long. And if he does that,
There's no movement there anyway. And this.
I fucking wish you'd have done it now.
Exactly. But the thing is, you look at that time when Dawson's got the ball out on the right hand side, plays it into the middle to Rice when Rice has got the player up him straight away.
Yeah,
Rice
same.
is in trouble.
Yeah. He weren't much better either.
As a seasoned centre half that Dawson is, why is that ball not going down the line and then you're having to go out to striker?
Well, he does it every week. So
this time it plays it inside, and this is the problem. It's silly mistakes like that. How many times today did we not get a 5-yard pass right? A pass into feet.
And the thing is, as well, with the third goal, I mean, we see it. Fabianski starts to run, then stops. Then when Harrison's got it, then he goes. If he didn't stop, he clatters that. He gets the ball.
He just shuts the angle.
Yeah.
The thing is, you get
great finish by Harrison. By the way,
thing is, goalkeeper's job. You stay on your line. You know you've got a chance of saving it. You come off, you've got a chance of dropping the angle. You stay in the middle. You've just opened up both options for him.
Yeah.
He can go in, he can go out, he can go. You know, it's such an easy goal for Harrison. Did he score a hat-trick today?
Yeah. No, he played really well. He took second goal. I wouldn't say he took well. It sort of hit him on the way in, but his first and third goal was brilliant. Especially the third goal, chipped it over Fabianski. But as we said, Fabianski does it. It was like that Gaza moment in Euro '96.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't stop. He gets that.
And that's it. And that's the margins why we've lost this game today. You know, it's as much as I'm going to say Leeds probably deserved it. We carved enough opportunities to get something out of this game ourselves.
Again, wasteful.
Yeah. Which
is again lack of a striker. Which is again, you know, the chance we missed at the end, the offside goal, and all of that sort of. But Scott, I'm sorry, but we're the 16th of January, right? These problems are not new problems. They're not problems that have come up in the last month, in the last 2 weeks. These problems. When's he go? Ogbono's been September? And Zuma was shortly after him, right about October. They're not maybe November, but they're not problems that have just popped up overnight. You know, they've had time to plan for this, and this is where we thought we're on the brink of doing something really good. But losing games to Southampton and all that. If you lose this game in December, if you lose this game in November when you've lost 10 players, there's no excuses really. But they've had a couple of months now to start to sort this shit out. They've had a year to sort out a centre forward, and we're sitting there on the 16th, and they're gambling. And this is what I don't like about it. They're gambling, winning these games. You know, because obviously you're going to get to Man United next week, which is smacked a ball at the top of his head.
Come on.
Yeah. But you get into that game, it's obviously the biggie, you know, but you're gambling on games like this, winning games like this with what we've got. It's not good enough. Look at Villa. Look at Villa. Just gone out. They needed something. They've gone out and got it. There's players out there to be had.
The thing is, though, what David Moyes has turned around and said is that bids are in for the targets they want, but they're even not available yet. So, and this is what it is, and I've said it the other day. We are going to wait until the last week to get these deals in. I mean, people were saying about get Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard, if it's going to happen, it's not going to happen now. It's not going to happen before. Definitely not before Man United on Saturday, and it's not going to happen until the last day. So Lingard would be a bonus signing, but we need to have at least three or four maybe signings through the door in the next couple of weeks at least.
Yeah, exactly. This is it. We need reinforcements now. We need reinforcements.
They should have had these sorted.
Yeah, but the problem, like I said, if the offers in and players are not available,
clubs,
you've got to think other clubs are going to hold out as long as possible because they want as much money as a player. But also, if they're going to accept a bid from a club,
they've got to replace them.
Exactly. So that's what.
That's why I hate January. I wish we could go back to when you had days where you could just sign anyone whenever you wanted during the season.
So do it summer. Why don't we do it in the summer?
Well, we've got some good signings in the summer.
But the striker that we've been looking for a year.
The striker has been the one. You know, when you look back at the start of the season, we had 4 centre halves. You know, we brought in Zuma. We had Zuma, Ogbono, we had Dawson and Diop, and we knew Dawson and Diop could step in and do a job alongside one of them two. The problem is we lost our 2 best centre halves so close together.
Yeah.
You know, and Zuma coming back is going to be a big boost, massive boost. But like you said, we're still lightweight. We need another centre half.
Of course, yeah, and
to be there in case.
And I'd like to think that that's what Moyes is working on. You know, we need someone in. We need someone in who's going to the problem we've got, if you're looking for a striker, is the striker knows Antonio's main man. So but the thing is, you got to have someone that's willing to come in and sit on the bench and try to take Antonio's place. So I know we're linked, and there's strong rumours that we are actually going to make a bid for him. Is that Diaz at Blackburn? Moyes really likes him. He's chasing him. Someone like that we could get because he will take that step up, thinking he'll take the step up to the Premier League.
But for my money, it's if I'm a centre forward, I know Antonio's been in good form, but there's no competition here. If you think you're good enough, then you should walk straight into this team. There is no centre forward here.
If you're a centre forward and you've got that self belief that you believe you're coming in and you're better than that other striker that's playing for that club, you'll come and join this club.
There's no striker playing for this club. Let's be honest. He's a converted striker.
Yeah, he's a converted striker, but he's still playing as a striker. So if you're someone coming in here, even though you know the mate, you need to be that confident in your own ability that I'm going to take his place. He's done well, but I'm taking his place, and that's what we need to see.
And that would have been perfect at this time of summer, because you can stick him back out on a wing, which is again where we're missing players. Honestly, I know it's a bit old out, and I'm on, but it don't change. Nothing changes here.
It's just a frustration because we've lost the game. Yeah. Look, listen.
I mean, if we won today, this conversation wouldn't be happening.
No, exactly, and that's what it is. We've lost the game that on paper we should have won. On previous performances against Leeds, we probably should have won. The way Leeds have been this season,
a bit disrespectful.
No, but I'm just saying this is the thing. It's not we're sitting where we're sitting because of the performances that we put in this season, right? And as much as Leeds are a good footballing side, some of their performances this season and some of our performances this season, we should be winning this game. But Leeds turned up. Right attitude, right tactics, and they wanted to win the game. And that's the two different things.
Leeds deserved the 3 points. They've got it. As I said, it is where this is
just keep on saying it is what it is.
Mate, you say that every video about 20 times. But no, what I'm saying, I'm not saying it is what it is. I'm just saying this is the difference between teams that go on and get that top four. Yeah. They win games like this. They grind out results. And look, is it over? No, of course it ain't. There's still a lot of football to play this season, but we're giving the teams below us now an opportunity. Today, we've given them an opportunity now to think, right, West Ham have slipped up, we win our games and now we go above them.
And that's, like you said there, that's the difference between us finishing in the top four and us being in the top four, is that the teams that, the likes of Arsenal, they grind out results.
They've still got... Arsenal's still got mistakes in them. Tottenham have got games against Burnley, Brighton, Arsenal.
They're not easy games.
No, they're not.
It's going to go down to the wire.
They're normally games that teams like that, they get a result. They play badly, but they get a 1-0 win. How many times have we seen in the past Arsenal play badly, get a 1-0 win?
But to be fair, we've done that a lot of times this season. And the thing is, if we'd have won today, we'd have been sitting 3 points behind Chelsea.
We just give away too many points here. Too many silly games.
Brentford, Southampton, Man United, Palace, Brighton.
You've got to give credit to them sides for getting the results.
He's just named 5 there. What we played here, 10?
No, less than that, I think.
Well, you look at the away wins we've picked up. We win at grounds now where we never win. No. We never get results at grounds, and some of these grounds.
To be fair, if them expected results against sort of like Chelsea and Liverpool, the expected defeats, our own form would be shocking.
Yeah,
it'd be shocking.
Yeah, but this is the thing I say. It's great beating them sides, but
you've got to beat these.
You'd rather drop points to the likes of Chelsea and Liverpool that. We're only 6 points behind Chelsea.
The comfort I take as well is that we're not the only team to drop points at home to teams like this. Chelsea do it, Liverpool have done it.
As I said with Burnley when we drew up there, Leeds will pick up points against other sides, and that's the thing. It's not an easy place. They're not an easy team to play. They're getting better. They're getting players back from injury. It's just the most frustrating thing for me today was that last chance that we had. The one player you wanted it to drop to.
I don't know why he's tried to do that with his chest. He headers that. We're talking about a 3-3 draw. Yeah. We're saying we've nicked a point off of Leeds. I mean, he's tried to chest it in. Look, I don't want to slate Bowen. He's been unbelievable, but go with your head, son. Oos.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's the thing, and that's what I said. He's the informed player at the minute, and he's got a goal today. we just got to look at the positives, take the positives. We created enough today to get something out of it when we didn't play didn't play too well.
But it just makes the Man United game a must-win now for me. If we want to try to get in that top four, as I said on Friday Night Pint, for this club to try to prove that they belong in the top four, you've got to go to Old Trafford and win.
Exactly. And now this is the bounce back. This is what we need. We don't often lose two games on a spin under Moyes. We now need to push on and go and get that result up there. That's the key thing now.
Right,
definitely.
We'll thank you very much for joining us on this edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match reaction. You can go and check out all the fan cams that have just been uploaded, so go and check them out. By the time this comes out, they'll all be up. I'll be back tomorrow in the morning after the game before, and we'll be building up towards the Manchester United game next week. Don't forget, if you're new around here, give us a sub. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. We read them all, and maybe we'll start discussing them in future episodes. But thank you very much. One thing left to say, come on you Lions.